On a much sadder note, man, Young Dolph passed away. He was killed in Memphis, 36 years old, at a cookie store in broad daylight, which is, I don't know, man. We've had this conversation, and rappers are just, it's just more, I don't know, man. It's just sad, and I'm not the biggest Young Dolph fan. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie, but I've been known to be in the car and play Get Paid really loud.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? So
that's motivation music.
Yeah, he had a couple
Almost
joints. Yeah, he had a couple joints where I was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and slide this Dolph over to this playlist. But what even makes it worse to me is he was in town, and the day before they had started giving out turkeys. And then his record label, they continued to do it after he was killed. But I don't know, man. It's just unfortunate. I mean, even though I'm not the biggest fan or whatever, you just hate to see stuff like this. You don't gotta
be a fan though, because it's sickening.
Yes.
Because I can't stand how people are literally realizing their dreams and their lives are being cut short.
Yeah.
Like, what type of energy makes somebody hate someone that much, where you see them doing good and providing for themselves, their families, the community, you want to take their lives from? That's sad, man. There's really nothing else to explain about it. I don't understand why it keeps happening.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
It's
with him?
You know what? It's
pretty sure
Dolph's history is, as it relates to this type of stuff, is he got a list of,
Well, even okay, so even the being rich, beefing with rich people.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even a week or so prior, Soulja Boy, everybody knows Soulja Boy. He loves to run his mouth. And he was saying, well, you ain't really independent. You ain't really getting 100,000. We're talking about you're not really getting $100,000 a show.
Yeah.
Why is there any ill will towards somebody for getting $100,000 show, and you're in the same tax bracket as this man?
Agreed.
Y'all are all getting money. Why ain't y'all applauding everybody and trying to progress the culture forward versus tearing each other down, saying that I have more money than you? And I'm not saying that had anything to do with his untimely demise, but it all plays into the whole piece of the puzzle, though. It's stupid to me. I don't know.
It's very stupid. It's very stupid.
Well, what we have, because see, the thing is, this is what I hate every time this happens, is someone tries to put it on the culture. And it's like, whoa, well, these corporations, they're paying people to put out these messages. Let me tell you something. We need to go ahead and just put this on these jealous, dusty individuals. They weren't even trying to rob. They weren't trying to rob Young Dolph.
They just killed him.
They just killed him. They just took somebody. They just took somebody's father. Cookies. They just took somebody's husband or significant other.
Great. Yep.
Because they were just feeling weak about somebody doing better than them.
Yeah.
And you can't put. I once again, I've talked about how this doesn't have anything to do with the culture of hip hop or whatever. This has to do with people and their low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah, I showed him. Like I said, it wasn't.
You didn't show anybody anything.
What was the mean? What was the means to the? There was no means to the end.
No.
You just killed somebody. And who are you gonna be around to where you said, yeah, I killed Young Dolph? Those people, that's not something you should brag about. But it's. In the moment, it might have felt like something to do, but in retrospect, they probably
I don't understand how that energy exists. How does that exist in your mind?
Behavior,
to where you want to just take somebody out? I mean, you're literally taking yourself out because this man was providing for the same community that you killed him in.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if he was just, and this is why, I heard 50 say, look, I don't go back to the hood. For what?
Yeah, for what?
Because
Boosie is known for saying that.
And this is something that, this is where I'm getting my conspiracy theory bag, and somebody's going to have to, research this. When we talk about Young Dolph, independent artist, FBG Duck, independent artist.
Same label.
I mean, like, same, but, they had
I saw that meme.
Yeah.
Vaughn.
And then, like, Nipsey was on Atlantic, but he wasn't signing like that was a partnership.
Yep.
So here are these hip hop artists who are taking certain level of economic independence in through their art. And here we are, and they've all had to die at a time. You guys understand, Young Dolph to Memphis was a lot of what Nipsey was to LA.
100%.
You know,
100%.
here he was literally supporting a black business in his city, and gets shot in broad daylight. You know,
he wasn't in his car, mind you. He was in the store, like walking in the store.
And he been feeding that community
while getting ready to do, you know, or a turkey drive for people. Look, if you seen how much these turkeys going for now, it's people who thought they didn't need a turkey drive before they needed this year.
And they had a truck full of them.
You know, and you killed this person for what? Because your self-esteem is low.
It's sad.
Because
crazy.
Because nobody wants to hear your struggle raps.
You know what's even worse, and I know we got to get ready to wrap up, but this era is so weird because all you see now is everybody's a reporter. So there's conspiracy theories all through YouTube, and the youngins that might have had something to do with it, and clout chasing, and IG Live talking about we may have done this or I didn't do that, and it's just confusing, man. And the thing about this dude has his baby mama, his mom, like his family. They can see all of this stuff.
There's
family
an active file. Even if you take all that away, you took an active, hands-on father away from children, his two children. You know, there's no honor in that. There's nothing fly about that. Ooh. You know, you just once again, it's not about hip hop. It is about people who have low self-esteem and are just raggedy and dusty and this is how they're living. Yeah. Here it is. They probably, 28, 30, whatever years old. And nobody wants to listen to their mixtape. They're barely getting by. And you see Young Dolph on stage, and he can
deeper than that.
And
these are the same cats that you probably all this stuff with. Yeah, they hated everything that you did. Exactly. They probably hated that you had good grades. They probably hated that you was with the girl that they liked. They hated that you did things the way you were supposed to be. And like, even if you took a loss, you bounced back. Yeah, they hated you for all those reasons. And this is what gives them that high, is being able to take that away from you.
They're like, what I showed him, and that's unfortunate, man. Once again, like I hate how they just try to put it on hip hop just because it was somebody in hip hop that got killed.
Yeah, that's a lazy analysis.
But at the same time, I don't, I brought up the conspiracy theory, but there doesn't have to be a conspiracy theory for someone to be in their neighborhood and get killed. Just the same way it was with Nipsey. Unfortunately, I mean, 𝐹𝐵G Duck, but I could go on and on, but I'm not going to because I don't feel like it at this point.